Rock and roll. I will defeat all these good-for-nothings to capture the D1 Cup. And then I'll face that abomination the Wraith and become the DCWA heavyweight champion. Mark my words. Rock and roll.
If these blokes think they can take me, they are in for a surprise. I, Wendell Stevens, will suplex and submit my way to the final and then on to the DCWA heavyweight title. Fractured forever. Some would call me the dark horse of this tournament. Some call me an unknown. But I call myself a winner. I will make it to the finals and then this dark horse will win the race. Mark my words. Vishnu out.
To some rules of the D1 Cup here. Coming to you. This is the Motor City Madman in the DCWA studios, live in Detroit, Michigan. Coming to you with our very special broadcast. DCWA D1 Cup. The D1 Cup is our premier, our first annual tournament to determine the #1 contender and challenger to the current heavyweight champion, the Wraith. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce the point system. This is not a one night single elimination tournament. This tournament is going to be over 1 month. This is 1 month. We're going the whole month. One month. We're going to get some clarity on the rules, and I'm sorry I'm having some latency issues over here, so I'm hearing two different things. So let me play with my stream health here for 1 second so I can actually be on real time with you guys. So, like I was saying, I'm going to go over the point system with you guys right now for our tournament. Now, the points will be accumulated over our 1 month period, and it will determine, as I said, the #1 contender to the DCWA Heavyweight Championship. A win by pinfall, submission, or knockout is worth 5 points. 4 points are given for a count out or disqualification. 2 points for a time limit draw. 0 points for a loss of any kind. So that's pretty self-explanatory. So it motivates our guys to go ahead and try to get a win by pinfall or submission so they can be on the top of the point bracket. So Hollywood Bill Mercer has Hollywood Bill Mercer has sweetened the pot a bit for our DCWA tournament. So without further ado, again, I'm the Motor City Madman. I'll be calling the action tonight in our live broadcast here on DCWA. So here we go. Round one, night one of the D-1 Cup. I'll see you on the other side. Introducing our first competitor on his way to the ring, our DCWA Dojo champion, Vishnu Sriharan. I call him BS, so that's what I'm going to call him for the remainder of this match. His first round opponent, making his way to the ring, representing our first competitor on his way to the ring, the Undead Army. One of the best luchadors on the planet, Vishnu Sriharan, Virus. BS, so that's what I'm going to call him for the remainder of this match. His first round opponent, making his way to the ring, lock up, representing that Mongolian chop there. Let's not the Undead Army. One of the have here tonight, excuse me for that audio issue. What action we have between BS and Virus. Virus, one of the best luchadors on the planet. Well, we always got to remember, as we see a pinfall here, we're going to get an early victory. 1, 2, not even a 2 count. What we see, double Mongolian chop, Vishnu up to the top rope, frog splash. Too close to the rope, as we have our referee, Mr. Controversy, calling the action. Virus, one of the best luchadors on the that can't be legal, those punches to the back of the head. Got to remember, as we see a pinfall here, we're going to get an early victory. Virus rolled up. Oh, that submission. You'll see that same submission used by Virus. And as I was saying, the General Jerry McDermott has to be loving it that one of his men, the Virus, is in the tournament, because he can, if he wins, he could be a buffer, or he may indeed challenge the race for the DCWA Heavyweight Championship. that submission. You'll see that same submission used by Virus. Now they lock up again, arm lock. I think one of the dark horses in this tournament is Vishnu. He's been largely unnoticed. He's been largely quiet. He and his faction, and we can never underestimate him. If he whips Virus off the rope, shoulder block there, picks him up. And again, Virus working on that arm. Let's not underestimate Virus. That arm locking, and he does. Well, just 2 quick punches there to knock Virus to the canvas. Front face lock and elbow. Then he goes for that reverse figure 4 type submission, but Vishnu not going to give it up. Virus off the rope, shoulder block there. Elbow to that arm. Front face lock, elbow to the back. I think we can see the strategy of Virus as he seems to be trying to go for those submissions, get a quick 5 points so that he can build up his points. But Vishnu is no joke. Remember, he is our DCWA Dojo champion and has held that title for quite some time by now. Whips Vishnu into the corner. Nice high hip toss there, and a senton. The strategy of Virus is he seems to be trying to go for those submissions, get a quick 5 points so that he can build up his points. As he whips him into the ring. Remember, he is our DCWA Dojo champion. Whips him across the ring. Held that title for quite some time. And rolls him up. Oh, into a German suplex bridging. 1, 2, that might be it. 3! Wow, in 8 minutes and 26 seconds, your winner. And getting a 5-point start to his tournament, Vishnu Sridhar, or VS as I like to call him. What an exciting opening contest on DCWA D-1 Cup. Across the ring. And rolls him up. Oh, into a German suplex bridging. 1, 2, that might be it. 3! Wow. Now we have a match coming up from our B block. As I didn't explain earlier due to technical issues and dealing with those, we have an A block and a B block. So tonight, this match is coming to us from our B block. On his way to the ring from the grappling pits of the United Kingdom, 1/4 of the Octet champions, the British torture specialist, Wendell Stevens. B block. As I didn't explain earlier due to technical issues and dealing with those, we have an A block and a B block. And on his way to the ring from the Serengeti, B block, one of the grizzled veterans of the sport, the alpha male, Monty Brown, 1/4 of the Octet champions, the British torture specialist, Wendell Stevens. B block. As I didn't explain earlier due to technical issues. And we're going to get started here with both of these guys are 2 sadistic individuals from the Serengeti. As we see a backdrop by Wendell Stevens. Wendell Stevens told me in a backstage, release German suplex. He told me in a backstage interview he's hoping to win the D1 Cup in spectacular fashion so that he can bring the DCWA Heavyweight Championship home to the fractured faction led by the Dark Sheik. But alpha male Monty Brown is not going to sit around and let that happen. The master of the pounce is not going to let that happen to win. Monty Brown missing with that clothesline there. Wendell Stevens with that. Nice move there by Monty Brown. This ought to be a very hard-hitting and physical match between these 2 individuals. He brings Wendell out, moves to the center of the ring. Body slam by alpha male, followed by a knee drop. Whipped into the corner. We'll see what Wendell Stevens has planned. Nothing. Monty Brown recovered. A nice roll up. Not even a 1 count. Wendell Stevens, although sadistic in nature, one of the best technical wrestlers we have on the roster, and he can pull a victory out of anywhere. Nice European uppercut there by Wendell Stevens, and then just a front face chancery type lock. Alpha male followed by a knee drop. Suplex there by the alpha male Monty Brown. A nice roll up. Front face lock, walks into the center ring, does that elbow, brings Monty Brown back up. Collar and elbow tie up. Monty Brown going for a jumping suplex there on Wendell Stevens. Collar and elbow again. Wendell Stevens with that grappling background, starting to work on the leg of Monty Brown with that kick there. They tie up again. Neck breaker by Monty Brown. You got to believe both these dudes want a relatively quick match, so they can get their points and go ahead and prepare for night 2's tournament, which we will have to you next week on the D-1 Cup. As we see, he's going back to that submission, just grinding those fingers into his face. Monty Brown with a sidewalk slam. I think these guys right now are very evenly matched. They're going move for move, picking him up. Power bomb! Too close to the ropes. Mr. Controversy, our referee, as he rolls him up. 1, 2, oh no, it's a 1 count. Just getting over the 5-minute, almost 6-minute mark, but reverses that into a DDT, stomping those ribs. Monty Brown with a sidewalk slam. He's picking him up. That power bomb again. This time he's got near the rope. 1, 2, 3. Oh, barely getting that shoulder up. These guys are tough and hard hitting. He sets him up on that second rope, setting up for a superplex. But Wendell Stevens with a power bomb off the top rope. 1, 2, go. Kick out by Monty Brown. Monty Brown looking to get back into title contention, as he had a title match at Gold Rush 2 with Asakawa coming up not victorious, as we see this submission here. He throws his head into the turnbuckle. Wendell Stevens just pounding on Monty Brown in the corner. 1, 2, go. Kick out by Monty Brown. Back suplex there on Monty Brown by Wendell Stevens. Brings him up to the center of the ring, going for a cover. No, brings him up. With Asakawa coming up not victorious, as we see this. Going for that back suplex again. Working on that neck of Monty Brown, where both men are tired. They're down. Wendell Stevens up. Monty Brown with the elbow to the back of the head, trying to catch his breath a bit. Both these dudes, hard-hitting individuals. Off the ropes, clothesline there. Wendell Stevens seems to be trying to build some momentum, but no, stop. And that fall-away slam by Monty Brown. But he's got to capitalize. Running power slam by Monty Brown. Wendell Stevens counters with a leg trip there. Whips him into the corner. What we got here? Oh, just a couple gut punches, and then this kind of like chicken crossface type move. Didn't chicken wing that arm, but a crossface move. Now we're seeing the British grappling of Wendell Stevens, and he's just pounding on the side of his head there, and then going back to that crossface type maneuver. Monty Brown might be willing to give it up. The ref's right there. Monty Brown seems like to barely get out. He needs, both missed with their signature move there. And a Russian leg sweep by Wendell Stevens rolls Monty Brown over. Monty Brown counters. It seems like Wendell was going for that lock again. Monty Brown countered. A little dazed and dizzy. And then going back to that crossface type maneuver. Off the ropes. Sort of a flying tackle there. Monty Brown's signature move, his finisher, the pounce. Looks like he's setting up for that with that fall-away slam. Russian leg sweep by Wendell Stevens rolls Monty Brown over. Monty Brown counters the whips him up. Drop kick to the knee. Drop kick to the knee. Wendell Stevens seems to be going after the legs of Monty Brown once again. Fall-away slam. These guys are so... neck breaker by Monty Brown. Drop kick to the knee. Drop kick to the knee. Wendell Stevens. Suplex. Release German over his head. Wendell Stevens seems like he's beginning, to get his second win. Going back to that submission again, Monty Brown might be giving up. Remember, a submission is worth 5 points along with a knockout or a pinfall. So, very good strategy by Wendell Stevens. A power bomb there, bro. A little too close to the rail. We count it. 1, 2, 3. Your winner. Power over technique. The alpha male, Monty Brown, 13 minutes, 22 seconds. He's got 5 points. So right now, Vishnu Sriharden, 5 points. The alpha male, 5 points. Virus, 0 points. So very good. And Wendell Stevens, 0 points. Our next match coming up next. Back to A block. We have Rodney Mack, the alpha male, Monty Brown, battling Leroy Brown. I'm going to give you some interesting facts about Leroy Brown. Leroy Brown. Well, I give him to you after I introduce. Coming to the ring from Shreveport, Louisiana. The Mac himself. Return of the Mac. Coming up next. Rodney Mack. Back to A block. We have Rodney Mack, the alpha male, battling Leroy Brown. I'm going to give you some interesting facts about Leroy Brown. On his way to the ring, from wherever he wants to be. Bad Leroy Brown. He is our real shoot heavyweight champion. Now let me give you some facts about Leroy Brown that you may find interesting. Other than the singles loss he had from Ace Blade in the 7 Mile Street fight, Leroy Brown has not lost to the ring. Up until that point, he had like a 5-month win streak. Can he keep it up in this tournament? He told me he's looking for a clean sweep of the tournament, go on to the DCWA Heavyweight Championship, and be a two-division title holder. Our real shoot division is more like a boxing, kickboxing, MMA type division. As you can see, those punches is on Rodney Mack. Rodney Mack, no stranger to street fighting. The ref has to get him off. You can't punch to the back of the head and see the ref giving the count there. Leroy Brown's tactic is clearly ground and pound. Rodney Mack more of a traditional grappler. As you see Leroy Brown with those punches bringing Rodney Mack to center, mounting him and just punching Rodney Mack, trying to cover up, but he can. We've seen Leroy Brown put away a lot of people with that maneuver. You see Rodney Mack trying to get some offense, but he's just getting pounded with those forearms to the face on a semi-mount position. Leroy Brown with the back going for a sleeper, got him trapped with the leg. This might be the quickest match of the tournament so far if Rodney Mack gives up. But this is Leroy Brown's type offense. He just comes at you, keeps coming, keeps beating. As you can see that mount on those punches, Leroy Brown, one of the most dangerous individuals that we have Leroy Brown with the back in the DCWA. Got him trapped with the leg. This might be the quickest match of the tournament. Oh, Leroy Brown just with an uppercut to the gut. Rodney Mack whips him off the rope. I think Rodney Mack's best chance is to try best he can to turn this into a grappling match and not necessarily a striking encounter, but we can see Leroy Brown just dominating Rodney Mack, which is no mean feat because Rodney Mack is a tough dude from the streets of Shreveport, Louisiana. This is a tough dude, but he seems to be no match for Leroy Brown. And one thing he doesn't want to do, like he just did there, is get into a striking encounter. But Leroy Brown off that submission, he goes for that ankle lock. Rodney Mack might be giving it up. Turn this into a grappling match. Doesn't seem like it. They collar and elbow. Rodney Mack with a punch to the head, but those punches do nothing to affect Leroy Brown. Leroy Brown just with a straight right. Nice, got those knees. This is how he won the real shoot heavyweight championship. And it's over in 4 minutes and 58 seconds. The ref has called the match. Rodney Mack with the verbal give up. Leroy Brown 5 points. Rodney Mack 0 points. Wow. What a dominant performance in round one. Night one by Leroy Brown. Leroy Brown with a straight right. Nice, got those knees. This is how he won the real shoot heavyweight championship. B block coming up next. We have Mr. Rock and Roll himself, X-Head, taking on the former bronze medalist in the Japanese Olympics, Ikihara. On his way to the ring from the land of rock and roll, we have the leader of Hell's Legion, the rock star himself, X-Head. B-Block coming up next. We have Mr. Rock and Roll himself, and on his way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, former bronze medalist in the Japanese Olympics for Greco-Roman wrestling, one of the most silent yet toughest individuals in the DCWA, Ikihara. This ought to be a very interesting contrast of styles. Ikihara, more of a ground-based grappler, and X-Head is a mixture of kind of a high flyer, a brawler, and a cheater. So we ought to have a very interesting matchup. I can't call it. I don't have a favorite in this match, although Ikihara seems to be the better wrestler on paper. As we see, he's going in one of his favorite moves, the ankle lock. He whips X-Head off the rope until he X-pump, whatever he called himself today. And he's going for a back suplex, but Ikihara reversed it. Ikihara whips him out the ring. Very uncharacteristic of Ikihara. As we can see, X-Head trying to bring that sledgehammer as just a chop to his face. He's bringing a chair into the ring. I wonder if the refs want to disqualify him, or just a real jab to the gut with that chair. He said, now we have a chair in the ring, indicative of X-Head. Just a low blow there to Ikihara. This is what I mean about the constant cheating from the leader of Hell's Legion, as he whips Ikihara off the ropes and gives him a front drop there. Nice punch there. Ikihara trying to go for a double leg. X-Head moves and just giving a kick to the face. More of a humiliating style kick than anything doing any damage. As we can see, Ikihara pulls him into his guard, but X-Head using his agility to get out. Now, just a low blow right in front of the referee and a super kick to a kneeling Ikihara. Ikihara has to really neutralize these type of movements and get him on the ground and grapple him, because he can no doubt out-grapple X-Head. While he's signaling for Sister Abigail, his finisher. Sister Abigail! That could be it. No. Ikihara up. Spear. Can't celebrate too early in the DCWA. Ikihara needs to cover. No. Knee. Kneeling super kick there. Excuse me. One of his favorite maneuvers there. And he covered. 1, 2. Could be it. No. Ikihara kicks out. I gotta believe since that. That's about 7 low blows in the match. Ref needs to disqualify him. 1, 2, 3. Barely got his shoulder up. I gotta believe we're gonna see. Abdominal stretch here. Gotta believe we're gonna see that cheer come into play with that cheer in the ring with X-Head. He's climbing to that top rope, diving off with a diving fist drop. That's about 7 low blows in the match. Missing with that driving fist drop again. Ikihara with the arm bar there. Super kick out of nowhere. He's signaling for Sister Abigail for a second time. Sister Abigail. X-Head needs not to rock and roll celebrate. Super kick lies down. Ikihara up. Whips Ikihara off the ropes. Backdrop by X-Head. He's not celebrating to get on. Signaling for a third Sister Abigail. This might put Ikihara down for the count. He needs to cover. This is no time for celebration. That kick again out of nowhere. Ikihara's a tough dude. Back up. Whips him off the rope. Backdrop again. He's repeating the same sequence of movements. Ikihara does not seem to have an answer, but he's trying for a spinning toe hold. I doubt if you're going to get a submission on Ikihara, who's seen all manner of submission in his training. Remember, he's a member of X-Dojo. They train a variety of martial arts. They train a variety of grappling. Off the top rope, elbow to the back. And so I doubt if you're going to pull out a submission you haven't seen, but those super kicks, while these kneels seem to be effective, but just an Olympic-style slam there, and a chop to the neck. I doubt if you're going to get a submission. Nicky Hart needs to be on X-Head, a little tired there, and X-Head capitalizes. He's on the top rope. Let's see what he's got. Diving elbow again to his gut. One with a cover. 2, 3. Wow. I gotta call that one an upset. 8 minutes 47 seconds. Your winner with another 5 points by pinfall. X-Head. Chop to the neck. Nicky Hart needs to be on X-Head. A little tired there. And X-Head capitalizes. He's on the top rope. Let's see what he's got. Diving elbow again to his gut. 1 with a cover. 2, 3. Wow. Now we're going back to A bracket. We have the Canadian Nightmare, Matt Dalton, facing off against former DCWA heavyweight champion Shaolin. And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, making his way to the ring representing the Predacons, the Canadian Nightmare, Matt Dalton. Now we're going back to A bracket. We have the Canadian Nightmare, Matt Dalton, facing off against former DCWA. And on his way to the ring, Shaolin, from the mountains of Japan, the fighting legend himself, Shaolin. Now you may be asking why I announced him from Japan and Shaolin's Chinese. Shaolin told me that he got his inspiration for his training from the Temple of Shaolin, although he's Japanese, always been a fan of the Shaolin Temple, and he chose that name as we have these guys going right at it, hot and heavy, right off the bat. Matt Dalton, no joke, with submissions. He's a tough guy, doesn't mind bleeding in the ring. And Shaolin, what can you say? He is the second longest reigning DCWA heavyweight champion. For a minute, he looked totally unbeatable. And he has strikes and submissions all over the place. He's got that martial arts background, as well as the spirit that he brings to the ring. Right off the bat, Matt Dalton. Nice European uppercut there by Matt Dalton. Shaolin with just a series of chops, chopping Matt Dalton down. He is the second longest reigning DCWA heavyweight champion. Collar and elbow tap, another European uppercut. Shaolin right up though, and those kicks to those round kicks to the midsection, 3 in a row, knocking Dalton down. Remember Shaolin, diving fist drop. Shaolin won his championship on a flurry of kicks. Nice European strikes by Matt Dalton. That submission there, and we've seen Matt Dalton, a former TV champion in his own right, as Matt Dalton, not a slouch in the striker department either. And we're going to have a very even matchup here. They're battling for spirit in the center of the ring. Who's going to win? Shaolin or Dalton? Diving fist drop. Shaolin wins that round, and diving fist drop again, and a chop to the neck. Matt Dalton trying for some little quick little attack. Knee to the face. As Matt Dalton not just slouching the strike. Shaolin is said he wants to regain a DCWA heavyweight championship. He thinks that management has overlooked him. As we see a submission there. Felt he's been overlooked. Axe kick to the back of the head. Diving double knees. And a knee. Matt Dalton trying for some little. Matt Dalton with a front face by trying to break the momentum. Going for a cover. Well, we hit up. Not even a 1 count. Matt Dalton with an armbar, flying armbar there. I don't think I've ever seen Shaolin submitted. I don't think the word quit is in this dude. I'm sorry, I said he was a member of, I'm sorry, I didn't announce he was a member of the Shooters faction. With his manager Takayama, they've been very quiet as of late here that they're actively recruiting from our DCWA dojo, so they may have new members. But Takayama definitely wanting Shaolin to regain that DCWA heavyweight championship. See covered by Dalton, 1 count. Headbutt by Dalton, brings him out. I'm sorry to announce you. You know, it's got to behoove the reverse figure four. It's got to behoove these competitors to try as quickly as they can to get in and get out of the ring. With quick victories. We've seen some very quick matches here. 1, 2 after that side kick. Because we got night 2 coming up. Although some of our nights will be taped, this is our first live night. These guys got to wrestle days and days in a row for these tournaments, so I know that they got to be resting up. Another type of reverse figure four. Matt Dalton has so many submissions that I don't even know the names of them. It just like forearm smash to the head, and he's going for that. We saw that same submission pulled out by Wendell Stevens. And I think Matt Dalton is starting to gain a little momentum, but as I say, that Shaolin breaks it, diving headbutt. Second time for a diving headbutt. Knife, machine gun knife edge chops to the neck, and then going back to that leg again with that reverse figure four. He is trying to get a submission, and that would go great in a feather in his cap, getting a submission on a former DCWA heavyweight champion. And we just see those strikes combinations, ass kick, jumping knee, and a pinfall. 1, 2, might be over. No, Matt Dalton kicks out. Again, don't let the appearance of Matt Dalton fool you. He is one of the toughest. Said he wants to win this tournament, go on to win the DCWA Heavyweight Championship, and then put the Predacons back into prominence in the DCWA as he still spinning back fist there. And they've been overlooked by management and the fans. So interesting that Dee Williams is also in B-Block, and the Predacons actually have 2 chances at the DCWA Heavyweight title. But what would be very interesting would be if both of those guys made it to the finals, and the winner of Block A will face the winner of Block B, and it would be Dee Williams versus Matt Dalton. Very much a possibility in the tournament, but right now he's got to get past Shaolin, and he's just working on the leg of Shaolin, probably trying to silence those educated feet of Shaolin. We see he's going back to those legs. Very smart strategy. I don't think I've ever seen Shaolin handled like this in a match. Those guys made it to the finals. The winner of Block A will face the winner of Block B, and it will be Dee Williams versus Matt Dalton. And Shaolin throws Matt Dalton right now. He's got to get off the ropes. Working on the leg of Shaolin. Probably he's going back in. Matt Dalton squeezes back in. European uppercut, but Shaolin answers back. Who's going to win this battle? Remember, Shaolin won the first set of battles here, but Matt Dalton kick to the head. Shaolin up, another kick to the head. Round kick to the head. Both mirrored each other's moves there. Just chopping him down again. Off the ropes. Matt Dalton with the submission here. A favorite of DCWA wrestlers. This submission, just torquing on that trapezius and shoulder, but Shaolin not going to give it up. Both these men want just 5 points to go in and build some momentum. Matt Dalton off the ropes. Shaolin, kind of like a jumping front kick to the back. Matt Dalton with a suit. Muscle buster. Matt Dalton with a muscle buster on Shaolin, bringing to the center of the ring away from those ropes, and then going back to the submission on that knee. On that, Shaolin might be giving it up. This might be in here, but no. Kicks. There's a little kick to get out of there when whips Matt Dalton off the rope. Jumping front kick again right to the kisser there. Head first into the turnbuckle, European uppercut. Matt Dalton is hanging with the former DCWA heavyweight champion. He's rolling off that submission again. This might be it for Shaolin. Mr. Controversy right there to see if Shaolin submits, but no, Shaolin doesn't submit. There's a little kick to get out of there. Collar elbow again. Spinning crescent kick. And this is when we see Shaolin starting to, sleeper. Pulls him down, penalty kick there, PK. Should have went for the cover. Just chopping him down again. This might be it for Shaolin. Mr. Controversy right there to see if Shaolin submits. That's submit too close to the ropes, you gotta believe. Yeah, his feet are under the bottom ropes. Mr. Controversy's gonna break that up. Spinning crescent kick. Jumping spinning crescent. But Matt Dalton back up. Pulls him down, penalty kick. That might be it for Shaolin, but Matt Dalton not capitalizing. He's calling for something. Just a running side kick. That's 1, 2. three. Oh no! Shaolin kicks out. Spinning back fist. Off the rope, Shaolin. What's he got planned? Another jumping front kick to the back of the head. Jumping spinning crescent. Just chopping him down again. Chopping him down. That might be it for Shaolin, but Matt Dalton not capitalizing. But he's calling for something. Oh, just a running side kick. Matt Dalton. Seems like he's catching his both men. Seems like they're catching his breath. Whips him into the corner. Oh, just those forearms to the head of Shaolin. And he's calling for his finisher. Just chopping him down. Chopping him down. Falcon Arrow. That might be it. No, Shaolin up. Again. Oh, that's it. He needs to pull him out to the center of the ring. I don't know what he's waiting for. Up on the rope. Oh, diving. Diving like a kind of a diving kick. Oh no, what type of arm submission is this? Might be it. This is very innovative. But Matt Dalton, no, Shaolin out. We're almost at the 20-minute mark of this hard-hitting match. Oh, European uppercut. Oh, Shaolin up. Up again, Matt Dalton with a diving backwards elbow off the ropes. He needs to pull him out to the center of the ring. I don't know what he's waiting for. Up on the ropes. Oh, diving. Again to that submission. This is it. This controversy right there called. Shaolin, no, doesn't give it up. Shaolin out. Remember, these matches have no time limit. So, oh no, just a flurry of kick, strike, sweeps, and a flip kick off of him. This is how Shaolin started to win the championship. But Matt Dalton with the counter right there, boom. Both men down. Matt Dalton needs to capitalize. He brings Shaolin back up to his feet. But then they go with the strike battle again. Gotta believe this is a mistake at this point. One man needs to capitalize. Just a round kick to the head. Shaolin wins that one. Diving fist drop. So, oh no, just a flurry of kick, strike, sweeps, and a kick off of it. This is how Shaolin started to win the championship. But Matt Dalton with the counter. Oh, Matt Dalton with a muscle buster again. Oh, right to that neck he's been working on. But Shaolin right up out of his finisher. So here they go with the strike battle again. Oh, spinning crescent kick. He brings him up. What is this? Go to sleep. He does a GTS on him. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Your winner. In a very hard-hitting match, Shaolin. Right to that neck he's been working on, but Shaolin right up out of his finisher. Oh, spinning crescent kick. He brings him up. What is this? Go to sleep. He does a GTS on him. That's it. 1. We're going back to B block. Oh, very interesting matchup. Richard Wright versus the current TV champion, the Viking, Leon Blackgrave. This should be an interesting matchup in our main event of the D1 Cup tonight. On his way to the ring, representing the Money Stars, the prototype, Richard Wright. We're going back to B block. Oh, very interesting matchup. Richard Wright versus the current TV champion, the Viking, Leon Blackgrave. And your current DCWA TV champion, D1 Cup tonight, the Viking, Leon Blackgrave. As always, Leon Blackgrave wants me to remind you viewers that tonight you will see 2 of his finishing moves. Thor's hammer and the Leif Erikson. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull those moves off with a dude heavily muscled and as big as Richard Wright. Richard Wright, former TV champion himself. These men are no stranger to each other, but they've met in matches, 8-way matches, singles matches for the TV championship. So these guys are no strangers to each other. They know each other's styles, and you're gonna see some just a reverse suplex, a counter to the attempt to suplex. But Leon Blackgrave bringing a fluorescent light tube into the ring. One of the members of the Knights, Leon Blackgrave, managed by Dwight Schrute, was not afraid to take a shortcut to win. He's known to bring those fluorescent light tubes in and bust his head, busted over the head of his opponent, and to use it to soften up the Thor's hammer or the Leif Erikson. And he's going to try to do that with Richard Wright, but Richard Wright is no slouch. Richard Wright believes he is the rightful #1 contender to the DCWA Heavyweight Championship anyway, as he's never was given his, he kind of cheated out of his title match through a smooth, cunning maneuvering of the General Jerry McDermott, putting him in three-way matches and having him not actually lose those matches, having other dudes pin. So Richard Wright, I think, has the motivation out of this. Oh! It's a short arm clothesline there. And don't let the muscular physique of Richard Wright fool you. Get on the top rope, do a 360 splash, leapfrogs, drop kicks. So very agile dude. That's why he comes up the prototype. Speaking of the top rope, diving senton on the back of Richard Wright. And Leon Blackgrave missing that insecurity, but punch there. Richard Wright, I think, has the collar and elbow. Nice drop toe hold there by Leon Blackgrave. And don't let the muscular Leon Blackgrave do a 360 splash, leapfrog, drop kicks. Leon Blackgrave. Prototype with a leg drop there. On the back of Richard right now don't have a clear. Oh, this is a German suplex over the head. Collar and elbow. These guys are so. Sweep there. As I said, Richard Wright going to that top rope, diving double knees to the gut of Leon Blackgrave. Don't let Leon Blackgrave fool you with his with his physique is not as chiseled as Richard Wright, but he is so much in shape and has great endurance, as you're going to see in this match. But maybe not 1, 2 kick out by Leon Blackgrave. I can't think if either one of these guys lose out. Oh, Samoan driver. I don't think this is an upset on either one of their parts of their lose. It's going to be a highly competitive match going for a cover. Richard Wright is smart going for those covers after those high-risk maneuvers, but we got that double arm suplex by Leon Blackgrave. Leon Blackgrave smartly going for that cover after he stuns him with that double arm suplex. These guys are championship. Compare to the round kick to the gut, knocking him down. I don't think this is an upset on. He's going to step on that gut. Highly competitive match with Richard Wright trying to get that space. And remember, these matches in this tournament, no faction can interfere. If there's interference from any faction of any kind, the points will be, it'll be a DQ, and 4 points will be awarded to the opponent. Suplex them outside the ring. As we see our Spanish announce table and our European announce table there in our arena calling this action. And they're whipped into the side. See our Eagle fan. He brings that sledgehammer, another favorite weapon. But doing a torture racket to like a TKO there, and he's just wrenching that neck on the outside. You don't win matches in the DCWA on the outside, but Leon Blackgrave with a suplex of his own. We got a 20 count. There's a 20 count before you're counted out in the DCWA. He's getting that fluorescent light to swing for the fences and just bust Richard Wright. Richard Wright is busted open after getting hit in the head with that fluorescent light tube. Richard Wright with a low blow of his own up to the top double knees. Richard Wright blood all over the match. The ref being a lot lenient, not immediately disqualifying Leon Blackgrave for the use of that fluorescent light tube, which is busted open Richard Wright. Oh, Thor's hammer! 1, 2. Oh no, he kicks out of Thor's hammer. Richard Wright whips him into the corner. Puts him up on that third rope. What's coming? A torture rack into a Samoan driver, and just like that, 1, 2, 3. No, he kicks out. Leon Blackgrave busted open from that Samoan driver. 3. No. Richard Wright whips him into it. He whips him. Is he going to do the same? Richard Wright counters. What's coming? That's right, going to that top rope. Wait till he gets up. What's coming here? Diving front kick. And he goes for that cover. 1, 2, 3. Wow. That surprised me. Got him. Your winner. In a pool of his own blood and is getting 5 points in this tournament. Richard Wright. He whips him. Is he going to do the same? He knows Richard Wright counters. That's right, going to that top rope. Wait till he gets up. What's coming here? Diving front kick. Thank you. And he our D1 Cup. Night 1. Hollywood Bill Mercer presents our D1 Cup. Excuse me, our D1 Cup. Night 1. And we saw some exciting action. Motor City Madman, pleased to come to you from the DCWA studios in Detroit, Michigan. We gotta believe that these matches are just being highly competitive. Remember, D1 Cup covers all of the month of March. All of the covers all of the month of March. As we're doing a little bit of our post Detroit, Michigan show here. We got a little bit of our post show. So what we have so far in night 1 is Vishnu Sridhar with 5 points. We have Leroy Brown with 5 points. Shaolin with 5 points. We have Richard Wright with 5 points. We have X-Head with 5 points. As we're doing, so when we get to night 2, we gotta see other matches. We're gonna see D. Williams in action. We're gonna see some of the other competitors in action. Wendell Stevens on the losing end. Trey Bingham, we gotta see in action. Monty Brown with 5 points. Shaolin with 5 points. We have yet to see Barbario Cavanaro. We have Virus has to come back. So I want to thank you for joining us live on DCWA D1 Cup Night 1. I am the Motor City Madman with greetings from the DCWA matchmakers, DCWA management, to let you know thanks for tuning in. Tune in next week for night 2, the telecast of night 2 of the D1 Cup. We can see who else is going to get 5 points. Who's going to be pinned? Who's going to be submitted? Who's going to be busted open in the DCWA? You can never tell. This again has been the Motor City Madman coming to you for the D1 Cup. Thank you for tuning in. We're out. Peace.